Hi, I'm Keith Trim with KeithTrim.com, and I'm down here at the old bank in Fairbury, Nebraska with David Lange, who owns the building. And we're going to take a tour of this building, but before we do that, Dave's going to give us a little bit of history on the building.
Yes, this building was built in 1903, and it is not only the third building on this site, but also the third location of the Harbine Bank of Fairbury. The first building here burnt down in the fire of 1879, which destroyed all the false front buildings on this side of the square. Then it was replaced by a brick two-story building, which in turn was burnt in the fire of 1903. Colonel Harbine first started this bank, and it was the first bank of Fairbury, and it was founded in 1873 and continued until sometime in the past century. So
Don't know exactly. When I was a kid, I'm not sure if it was getting a bank then.
yeah.
Last I knew it was a restaurant.
Yeah.
Right now, where are we at here? This is the vault, obviously, right?
Yes.
Did you find any gold in there or anything?
Well, not enough to pay for the building. No, there wasn't any gold. The last use for the building was as an Italian restaurant, and while it was only around for about a year in the 1980s, it was well received and remembered by a lot of people, especially for it having the walk-in salad bar was in the vault. So
Really?
yeah.
Right now, it's not looking too pretty. There's a lot of storage in there.
Yeah.
I've seen you kind of. Did you check this apart?
No, time did that.
So, who did this? Any ideas who gutted it?
Time.
Just really.
Let's see, the building, right after it closed as a restaurant, there were several leaks in the roof that just were not attended to until finally the last people in the upstairs apartment moved out, and the roof basically got worse to where it was open to the elements. At that time it was kind of taken over by pigeons, which, you know,
Pigeons.
they do their toll, and then also just the elements of rain and snow. It basically rotted out an entire stairwell and did quite a bit of damage. The cool thing about this building, though, is that, you know, while neglect has taken its toll, it's also helped some of the architectural elements of the building. We've still got the original marble wainscoting around. We've got all the original trim work, which is highly ornate, and so it's got a lot of potential for doing it up as a great revitalization project.
So as far as this upstairs, when's the last time somebody lived there?
Back in the 80s, so soon after it was a restaurant. The previous owners lived there and just kind of moved out as time took its toll on the building.
Okay, we're going to take a tour of this, but before I go, what's downstairs?
Downstairs, they actually, when they had it as a restaurant, they had a bar, and the bar was downstairs, so, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
It just looks really...
Yeah, this was the lobby area, and when it was a restaurant, the kitchen was just open and right in that area, so.
Is that? What's that?
That's to let you know if someone's using it or not.
It's not an elevator then?
No.
I was thinking that's the elevator. So is there any other trivia you can think of about this that might be interesting to folks? You said a lot. Anything else?
Oh, let's see. You'd have to poke my mind a little bit more. So
you found no dead bodies. No ghosts.
Well, I did find some dead pigeons upstairs.
Okay.
And there might be ghosts to the pigeons, but I'm kind of nearsighted, and when I'm concentrating on painting or something, you know, I'm oblivious to any supernatural noises.
We have this big lobby area here. What's back here?
Back here, back behind here, there's the stairwell, where this stairwell used to be. Behind there are two other storefronts. The last time they were used as a photography studio and a barber shop. However, historically, they were the city offices and the police station. So
I remember it was Lester Jones Studio.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. And I see a little nook over here. Does that go anywhere?
No.
No.
That's just under the stairwell that I share with Sims.
Any idea where the counters used to be for the bank?
For the bank, it was probably right over here. There's a difference in the floor. You've got the older Roman tile, which is on the west side of the front, and then the terrazzo floor in the other areas, which is a little newer. So.
Okay. Well, I know you have some plans for the building, but we're not going to go into that right now because that's something different. We're just doing a little history of the building. So we're going to take a tour. So we're going to get a flashlight. We're going to run around and see what we can find, okay? Stay tuned. We're going to start our tour, and here we go. Let's go into the vault first.
All right.
Okay.
Well, welcome here. This vault door is probably from the 1920s. It's not the original vault door, but pretty awesome. It's staying here. The original one is down in the basement. Here, this is where the salad bar was. It still has the original wainscoting, which should clean up pretty nicely. And
right now it has a rack of tools
from the previous owner. So
this thing used to be full of money. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Over here, this is where the kitchen used to be as when it was a restaurant, so you can kind of see most of the materials have been salvaged. And as we come back here, this is where the roof kind of came out. So
I'll say.
Yeah, you can see there's still some of the.
I can see through to the upstairs.
Yeah. There's some of the, here you can see some of the old tin ceiling below two generations of drop ceilings, one from the 40s and one from the 80s.
Not giving any plans out, but do you hope to see that ceiling again?
I don't think I have enough tile to do it as it was. However, I will drywall the ceiling and then use those tiles in the drywall. So, you know, they'll be spaced out, but you'll be able to see them.
Okay.
So. Alright, this is where my lovely stairwell was. Watch your step.
Here, let me squeeze. What's this?
And his and hers bathrooms.
I'm gonna scoot out. Well, that's his, right?
Yes, with the urinal.
Okay.
And this was the dishwashing area back here, so.
When's the last time this was a functioning stairwell?
Maybe in the early 90s. The stairwell was actually...
Just so you know. Here, give me a shot of this. Here, wait, remember me? Hey, remember me?
Oh, there.
Hi, everybody. This is journalism at its best. Investigated, my leg is still attached, I believe. I think I dressed up for this interview.
He doesn't have to worry, it's my liability insurance, so.
Okay.
Alright, you'll have to walk on the board, so. But yeah, as you can see here, this is all dry rot. So as the water comes and lays down there, it just destroys the wood. You can see up here some of the tin ceilings again. Hopefully I'll be able to salvage some of them and, you know, put them back on the ceiling, but it won't be how it was, but it'll still be pretty cool.
Are we in the photo studio now?
Yes, this is the photography studio. The second vault. And this has the original inside doors, which the other one has newer ones.
Any idea what was in here?
More vault stuff.
Just gold and jewels and...
Yeah. And then for me, this is where the gold is original doors and trim work and stuff. Pretty awesome. So
you're a big buff on history, aren't you?
I love the old stuff, yeah. It's craftsmanship and all that. And this is where the barber shop was. I don't think anyone's had their hair cut here for a while, so.
I won't even walk over there.
Yeah.
But there's no floor, and a little bit of the tin ceiling left.
Yeah.
And that. Okay, so was this like this when you came here?
Yes. This is basically how I got it.
Is this does that door go to the outside?
Yes. You can see the outside.
Take one step through that door and you're like history. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a horror movie as people try to run for the exit, right?
I should have rented this out during Halloween. No, I've been liability.
Yeah, my liability would have been pretty bad, so. Thought about doing the upstairs of the thrift store for Halloween, but then I got lazy, so. Or maybe not lazy, but just preoccupied with other buildings and projects, so.
So I'm assuming the upstairs is probably too dangerous to even walk on, isn't it?
The upstairs, I walked through there and it's all right, but let's see, I'd have to get the key from Sims for going out there.
No big. What's this nook? This little nook here.
That's where you write checks.
Oh, really? Okay.
So,
Anything down there?
sweet. Yeah, this is where the bar was.
Okay, down the stairs.
Let's see. There we go. Probably can't see very well with your camera. This was put in the 80s, and amazingly, it's still there.
What is it?
I'm guessing just a stove.
Stove.
So.
Does that light there not work?
And this is the bar. What's that?
This light here? Is it dead?
Oh, the power's off.
Oh,
I need
okay.
to rewire everything. So.
Okay. What's that? I remember an awning coming down here. That.
Yes, the awning was over this set of spiral staircase. Or spiral stairs, which as you can tell is in mint condition, and yeah.
Mint condition in 18 what?
Yeah, well, the stairs were added later, but this is where the sidewalk is, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I see some daylight down there.
Yep.
Oh, that's where the
this
roof.
is where you fell through.
That's where I
so
fell through.
This is where you put the skylight in.
Okay, let me see my footprint.
Oh, more volts.
Man, what Fairbury hides. This is like marble, isn't it?
What's that?
Whoa. Okay. No, that's not real marble. That's fake.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. All right. I forget not everybody's just a monkey. So
Now, this has to be the creepiest tunnel I've seen in a long time. You should rent this out to a horror movie.
Well, as long as they have the insurance for it. This is my pride. This is the gold of the building.
Okay.
The original vault door.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it needs work, but so what? It's awesome.
It's the door frame.
It's the frame. Well, this is the door.
Wait, really? Let me back up here. All the mechanics are in that thing?
See?
Let me get this side here. It's like,
Well, that's one half of the door. This is the other one.
it's like going down to the Titanic.
Yeah. And there's more stuff. One thing that's really cool about this building is some of the brick foundation over here is actually from one of the old previous buildings. So it's either from one of the buildings in either from 1879 or before then. So.
And not like your face, I can see it.
Ghosts.
Well, I can't see you otherwise. It's too dark.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just gonna look in here. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of if I can use anything for something else. But yeah, we still have some paper products from
The
the
bar.
restaurant. Yeah. It's amazing how time can
Well,
go
yeah.
so quickly.
It's only been 80s, 30 years.
Now I'm feeling older.
Well, you're 26, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still know the 80s, half of them, so the better half. So, see, here's some of the cool brick floor. So, this is what I'm thinking is from from 1879. So, and then the false front building that was before that, it may have had a foundation, but
When you say false front building, what do you mean by that?
it would have been a wooden frame building that would have had a gabled roof. However, the front of it would have had kind of looked like it has a flat roof or something. So it's like the white building next door to Thule's, which is the old Price Hardware building, which is the only surviving false front building that was built here in 1874. So
Well-
yeah, a lot of the building isn't sound, but here it is.
Yes,
So when you get, if I were just to walk in some of the areas, I'd be overwhelmed. But if I just look here, then I figure, you know, one little piece at a time, and that's the way you do it. And if I get too tired or too overwhelmed, I just walk to the thrift store. So,
well, is there anything on the outside of the building that's worth noting?
yeah, well, you probably remember Fairbury.com's architectural elements contest. Our lion head emblems were actually on that, which is up here. So.
And these are original?
Original. Yeah, back when the building was built, you know, since it was the, you know, it burnt down, or this block burnt down twice, it was kind of built as a semblance of the town's resilience. So when they did it with ornamentation and the grandeur of the 1900s.
Okay, I want to get a long shot for all the folks who don't live in Fairbury who want to see this.
Foreigners.
I got a lot of folks from out of town. The old bank.
All the way back to the alley. And the old bank sign, that's from the restaurant. So.
Oh, okay. That's right. But basically this is all yours all the way to the end?
Yep.
Okay. Well, is there any other trivia you can think of you want to add before this call this good?
If you've got questions, ask. So.
Well, where should they ask?
Let's see, you can call me at 402-304-1473, or if you want my contact information, just grab a card from Rebecca at the thrift store. So.
Okay, that train sabotaged your phone number. What was it again?
402-304-1473.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.